Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we are doing another tag. Once again, I tagged myself because it's a free country. Book Vlogger Memory Challenge. That sounds terrifying. So the idea of today is I have to come up with answers to questions without looking at my bookshelf or the internet, which sounds slightly terrifying. So without further ado, here goes nothing. Number 1, name a book by an author named Michael. Can you hear the crickets? So, I think there's a Michael Scott that writes books, but I could be wrong. In fact, I am probably wrong. So let's just move on to question 2. Number 2, name a book with a dragon on the cover. Is this cheating that Eragon is in the background of this video? Because I can see it on my screen. That's probably what I would have said anyway. I think maybe some of the Game of Thrones have dragons on them, but I haven't actually read them. And The Hobbit has a dragon on the cover, so there's 3, since I sort of cheated with Eragon. So we're 1 for 2 at the moment, because I'm seriously starting to doubt that Michael Scott is an author. 3, name a book about a character named George. Harry Potter? There's George in Harry Potter. There's a monkey named George. That's a TV show. There's also, isn't there Curious George books? I think there is. I don't know a lot of people named George. I'm sure there's historical fiction about at least one King George. There's a lot of King Georges. There's like 500. So I think that one counts as 1. Name a book by an author with the surname of Smith. That's a great question, guys. John Smith? I don't know. Number 5, name a book set in Australia. I have my mother to thank for this because she is obsessed with this series. Toad Rage. Part of it is set in Australia because it is talking about the cane toads that are taking over the country. So Toad Rage is a book that I don't think anyone but my mother has ever heard of, but we're going with it. 6, name a book with a month in the title. Red October. That's a book, right? I think it is. I'm pretty sure that's a book, guys. So we're gonna go with Red October for that one. And if that doesn't count, can I pick the song Once Upon a December? 7, name a book with a knife on the cover. I actually know this one, Mark's Woman, because I just filmed a video in which this is featured. It's in my Shelf Love wrap-up. 8, we're going to name a book with the word one in the title. That's really easy because I also just talked about this series on another video. The One by Kira Cass. So I've lost count, but I think I'm losing. Can you lose a challenge? I think you can. Okay, number 9, I'm covering the screen so I can't see what this person answered, but number 9 is name a book with eponymous title. What on this good earth is an eponymous title? Don't fail me now, dictionary. Eponymous is giving their name to something the eponymous hero of the story. Okay, so we're gonna go back to Eragon. Because I think that would be eponymous. Or Harry Potter. It's not every day that I run into a word that I don't know. And 10, finally, we're at the end, and maybe I won't lose this one because it's name a book that's been turned into a movie. Eragon, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. There's a lot. The Hunger Games, Divergent, although I've not seen that. I think some of Cassie Clare's books. I don't know. But, so, yeah. So that was my tag. I'm not sure it went well. It definitely went interesting. We're gonna call it that. I think that's the safest way to put it. So, let's see how many of these I did. We're gonna go back to our challenge. So our first one was name a book by an author called Michael. First we gotta figure out if Michael Smith is a real person who writes books or if I just made that up. Okay, well, according to Wikipedia, there's several Michael Smiths who have written books. I don't know which one I was referring to, and I'm still not 100% sure I didn't just make it up and, you know, sort of cheat. So we're gonna give that one like a half a point. So number 2, name a book with a dragon on the cover. I got that one. Number 3, book about a character named George. I got that one. Number 5, book set in Australia. I had that one. 6, book with the name of the month in the title. I got that one. 7, book with a knife on the cover. I had that one. 8, book with the word one. I had that one. 9, name a book with eponymous title. I had that one. 10, book turned into a movie. I had that one. I got almost all of them, guys. There was only one that I sort of halfway didn't manage. And I think I just guessed Michael Smith, to be honest.